NCERT triangle. Okay. In this chapter, student, we should think about shape, size, shape, size. The chapter is from geometry. It means we are in geometry now. According to this topic, we should think about these two words. First, shape and size. Okay? A student, suppose that this is a triangle that is equiangular, all angles, interior angles measuring 60 degrees. This is another triangle. Okay, this is also equiangular. Measure of all interior angle is 60 degree also. Okay. Now, student, these two are triangles. These two are triangles, but they are equiangular. Okay. Now, we should think about these two triangles. Suppose that these are two triangles, they are equiangular, measuring 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Okay. Students, suppose that this is first pair of triangle, this is second pair of triangle. Okay, but mind we are thinking about shape and size. Our 2 points here, shape and size. Two pair of triangles drawn by us. This is the first pair. These two triangles are equiangular, as you know. These two triangles are equiangular, and these two triangles are also equiangular. Can you say what is the difference between these two pairs? A student, in the first pair, in these two triangles, interior angles measuring 60 degree. Okay? Okay? These two are triangles. So we can say their shapes are equal. Shapes are equal. This is the equilateral. This is the equilateral. Because you know the statement equiangular triangle is equilateral, or equilateral will be equiangular. These two are equiangular. Okay? So these two are equilateral also. Their shapes are equal. Now, student, we should think about their size. This is smaller than that of this. This triangle is smaller than that of this triangle. Okay? So their size not equal. Their size equal. Their size not equal. On the other hand, student, these two are also equilateral triangle. These two are also equilateral triangle, but their shapes are equal and sizes also equal. Shape and sizes both are equal. Here shape equal, but size not equal. Okay? A student, when these two words can satisfy the triangle, The second pair of triangle, we can say they are congruent. They are congruent. Because shape and size both are equal. So they are congruent. But in the first pair, shape equal, size not equal, they are called similar. Similar. Now you should think about these two words also. Congruent and similar. Congruent and similar. That is the difference. Congruent and similar. Congruent why? Because in one pair of triangle, shape and size both are equal. So they are congruent. Okay? In the first pair of triangle, shape equal, size not equal. It means they are not congruent. They are okay, because this is the triangle, this is the triangle, this is equiangular triangle, this is also equiangular triangle. So these two are similar, these two are congruent. Now think about the word shape and size. Okay. Now student, we should think about these two line segments. Suppose that this is first line segment, this is second line segment. Okay, length of this line segment is 10 cm. This is also 10 cm. Okay, name different. Line segment AB, line segment XY. Okay, both are line segments. They are similar, but having same length also. Both are line segment, so they are similar, but they have the same length also. It means they are congruent. If two line segment having the equal length, they are congruent. How they are congruent? They are similar. They are similar. Their shapes equal. They are congruent because their shapes and size both are equal. So they are congruent. Okay. In this way, student, we should think about a circle. Suppose that this is a circle. This is its radius, or center, and its radius is 3 cm. This is another circle. Okay. O dash is its center, and O dash B is its radius. Students, length of radius is 5 cm. Okay. Now take the first pair. This is the first pair of circle. This is the first pair of circle, student. There is a circle with center O and radius R. You can write OA. This is a circle with center O dash and radius O dash B. These two are circle. It means that, well, this circle having a center and a radius. This circle having a center and a radius. Shape equal, just like he is Tunna. He is Mr. Tunna and he is Mr. Munna. Both are human beings. Shapes equal. Similarly, these two are circle. Shapes equal. But we should think about their size. Their size is different. Okay. So these two circles are similar only. Now, student, we should think about this. These two. This is a circle with center M and radius MA. Radius is 2 cm. This is another circle. Its center is N and radius NB. Okay, length of radius is 2 cm also. Okay, these two are circles. So they are similar. But in these two circles, having the radii equal, it means their size is also equal. Here, shapes and size. Shapes and size. Okay. So they are called congruent, but they are called similar. Okay. Try to understand the word similar first of all. They are similar. They are congruent, similar and congruent also. Now, we can think about this student if a pair of circle is congruent, then they may be similar. Yes, if a pair of circle is congruent, then that is similar. But if a pair of circle similar, it is not necessary. They will be congruent. Understood? Okay. Now, student, you can guess about different geometrical figure. Different geometrical figure. You can guess. That is called polygon. That is called polygon. Okay, we can take different geometrical figure. They are called polygon, and you can think yourself, okay, why they are similar, why they are congruent, why they are similar and congruent. Okay. Now, student, we should think about the triangle basically. We are going to start this topic, the triangle. Now, how we can give the suitable definition of the triangle? They are similar. So we should write. Two triangles are called similar. Two triangles are called similar. Two triangles are called similar. How? Number one. If their angles are equal, their corresponding angles, their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angles are equal. Number two, their corresponding sides, their corresponding sides are proportional. Proportional. Their corresponding sides are proportional. Okay. Take down, please. You can prepare the concept better. So don't ignore it. Two triangles are called similar. But how? Two triangles are called similar, but how? when their corresponding angles are equal and when their corresponding sides are proportional. Two triangles are called similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional. Proportional. Now, we will think about corresponding angles and corresponding side after this. First of all, you should try to think about these two words, corresponding angles and corresponding sides. Okay, have you written, student? Now corresponding angle and corresponding sides. We should draw a pair of triangle then. This is ABC, triangle ABC. Okay. Suppose that this is equiangular, 60° each. This is another triangle XYZ, also equiangular, 60° each. Okay. These two are triangles. They are equiangular. Now we should write the name of these two triangles. If we are writing the name of the first triangle, triangle ABC, and the second triangle, triangle XYZ. Why we are writing? Because angle A equal to angle X here. Angle B equal to angle Y. Angle C equal to angle Z. Okay. Angle A equal to angle X, angle B equal to angle Y, angle C equal to angle Z. You can take another example also in this way. Another different types of triangle. For the different types of triangle, suppose that this is ABC, this is XYZ. Measurement of this angle is 70, this angle is also 70. Measurement of this angle is 30, this angle is also 30. Measurement of this angle is 80 and this angle is also 80. Okay? Okay, student, angle A equal to angle Y here. No, angle A equal to angle X. Angle B equal to angle Y. Angle C equal to angle Z. Okay? Similarly, you should think. Now, student, take the naming of the first triangle ABC. Okay, first vertex is A. Triangle XYZ, first vertex is X. Okay, so first equal to first. They are called corresponding. Okay, angle A equal to angle S, angle A equal to angle X. A is the first vertex written by us in the naming of the triangle. Similarly, X is the first vertex of the second triangle, I mean first angle, okay? So first equal to first, that is called the corresponding. If we two students are standing here and trying to comparison between them, then the right hand of the first student is equal to the right hand of the second student. They are called corresponding. Don't tell the right hand of the first student with the left hand of the second student. They are not called corresponding. Okay? They are called corresponding. B equal to Y. Check. B is the second angle, Y is the second angle. So they are called corresponding. Okay? According to this, we should think about corresponding side. Here, first angle ABC, first side AB. First side AB. And the second triangle XYZ, here, first side XY. If AB and XY they are equal, then we can say corresponding sides are equal. Corresponding sides are equal. In triangles, first, second side is BC. If BC equal to YZ, because its second side is YZ. Okay. Okay. So they are called corresponding. Similarly, third side AC. If AC equal to here third side XZ, they are called corresponding. We should try to understand these two combination, corresponding angles and corresponding sides. No except of these. Okay? Combine your knowledge together according to this concept. You have the better idea from your previous classes. Student, they are called corresponding angle and they are called corresponding sides. But we are in the definition of similar triangle. In the definition of similar triangle, we have written so far what? Two triangles are called similar, but when their corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. Okay? How you can show proportionality here? AB upon XY. Take AB upon XY. Because length of AB, suppose that if 10, then length of XY will be 15. Okay. So AB upon XY equal to BC upon YZ equal to AC upon XZ. They are called proportional. They are called proportional, student. Now recall the definition of triangle, similar triangle. Similar triangle. Don't learn COVID-19, similar triangle. If their corresponding angles are equal, okay, and their corresponding sides are proportional. Okay, that is sure. If any two triangles, if corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides absolutely proportional. No problem at all. No doubt in it. We should go there. We will go in the theorem. Then we should try to prove it. First of all, we should mind the definition of similar triangle. Two triangles are called similar if their corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are proportional. Understood? Now, student, we should think about the major thing in the geometry, and for this we will go in theorem. We will go in theorem, and our first theorem, we should try to write the definition. Theorem number 1. Theorem. What? Theorem. Theorem. Do you know theorem? Major statement from geometry. Okay. We will give our proof by the help of axiom and postulate. That is theorem, which will satisfy us for many related problem how we can solve. This is the major property of the geometry. Second word, student, corollary. 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 Proper pronunciation will be corollary. Okay, you can say it corollary also, but corollary. What do you mean by this? This is the self-evidence. Self-evident. When you will prove the theorem, then theorem will give you the suitable idea. Some minor statement. By the help of this theorem, you can prove that, and according to your proof, you can solve the minor problem. That is corollary. थोड़ा छोटा, हिंदी वाले इसको प्रमेय बोलते हैं और इसको उपप्रमेय. सेल्फ एविडेंट, स्वयं का साक्ष्य देता है. व्हाट इज द थ्योरम? Theorem declared already. We know better about this. We have proved it. But some minor statement related to that theorem, okay, we need to give our proof in another minor substitute problem. So we should try to solve the corollary also. That type of minor statement is corollary. Self-evident. Okay. Okay. We should try to prove it after giving our proof for the theorem. जब हम लोग थ्योरम को प्रूफ दे देंगे, उसके बाद उससे कुछ रिलेटेड माइनर कंडीशन होगी, स्टेटमेंट होगी, जिसका भी हम प्रूफ देने का प्रयास करेंगे. ओके, एंड आफ्टर दिस वी हैव द डबल आर्म्स. वन इज थ्योरम, another is corollary, and by the help of these two we should try to solve the minor problem in the exercise. Okay, now student, first theorem we should write. First theorem we should write. Mind the definition. If a line is drawn parallel, if a line is drawn parallel to one side, if a line is drawn parallel to one side in a triangle, intersects another two sides, If a line is drawn parallel to one side in a triangle, intersect another two sides, at distinct points, then their intercepts are proportional. Take down this definition. You can write, then the two sides divided proportionally. Then two sides divided proportionally, you can write. Then two sides divided proportionally. Two sides are divided proportionally. Or from here you can write, then two sides are divided proportionally. Okay? Have you written it, student? Now, student, listen again. Don't mind. Okay, how we can learn this measure statement? As you know, this is the measure, you should learn it. If you are unable, then try to understand. If you have a triangle, what is the theorem? If you have a triangle, then can you guess how many sides are there altogether? 3 sides. Now you are going to draw one side inside the triangle which is parallel to the first side of the same triangle. There is a triangle and you are drawing one side parallel to the first side of the triangle. If you are doing so, then your sides, drawn side, will intersect another side, another two sides of the same triangle. Another two sides are intersected, bisected, intersected, divided. Now you will got 4 intercept there. 4 intercept there, 4. Because two sides intersected by your line segment. If one side is intersected, then you can get 2 parts of the same side and 2 parts of the second side. Okay, they are called intercept and they will be proportional. They will be proportional. Okay, I am drawing a diagram here. You can check. Suppose that this is a triangle. Triangle is DEF. Okay. Suppose that you are drawing one side here, that is X, Y, one line here, X, Y. But this line is parallel to the first side, I mean EF. This line XY drawn by you parallel to EF. Then you are sure this line intersect another two sides of this triangle DE at F and DF at G, O, DE at G and DF at H. Now from this side, you are getting double intersect. One is DG, another is EG. Okay? From this side, one is DH, another is FH. Okay? So these two sides are divided proportionally. It means their ratios equal. It means their ratios will be equal. That is called proportional. What is the name of this theorem? Okay. A student, the name of this theorem, you should mind these words: basic, basic. Okay, basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. If you are unable to learn it, you can learn BPT. 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 Basic proportionality theorem. This theorem given by important mathematician. Okay. You can learn the name of this theorem by in the honor of his name, that is called Thales. Thales theorem. Thales theorem. It is called Thales theorem also. Now you can say Thales theorem, BPT, or basic proportionality theorem. Thales theorem, BPT, and basic proportionality theorem. Understood? Basic proportionality, basic proportionality theorem, or BPT, or Thales theorem. Okay, we are going to give our proof. Are those intercepts proportional? That is the power of this line. That is the power of this line. They will divide it another two sides. Another two sides are divided proportionally. We are going to give our proof. Don't worry. Now, student, we should draw a triangle here. Suppose that this is ABC. ABC. Name of the triangle is ABC. One line drawn by you. Suppose that is DE. But DE is parallel to BC. If a line drawn parallel to the first side of the triangle intersects another two sides at distinct point proportionally, that is the definition of the theorem. So we draw a triangle ABC, a line DE, but parallels to BC. A line DE parallel to BC. Okay, that is the basic need of this major statement. Now, in theorem, according to class 9, we should write from here first given. What is given? Given is, according to this diagram or major statement, triangle ABC, triangle ABC, triangle ABC, DE parallels to BC, DE parallels to BC, which intersects, which intersects 6. AB at AB in D and AC in E. Okay, that is the given thing. In triangle ABC, D parallels to BC, which intersect AB at in D and AC in E. You can change your statement also, because all students from DPS Depura, they are genius in geometry, as you know. So you can give your own statement also. No problem at all. Okay. Given thing, you want to write given thing. What given thing according to measure statement? There will be a triangle. But why will be? That is the present. So there is a triangle. The name of triangle is ABC. One line, extra line drawn by us inside the triangle, which is parallel to one side of the given triangle. Okay. Which is intersecting another two sides at distinct point proportionally. It means their intercepts are proportional. You can write yourself. Okay. So this is the given. Now, student, what do you want to prove? Okay. What do you want to prove? Given is given. But what do you want to prove? After चाहते क्या हो? To prove. Then second step of the theorem, to prove what? We want to check these two intercepts, and these two intercepts are proportional or not. So we should write here AD upon BD. Take here AD upon BD, two parts of the second side of the triangle. AD upon BD equal to AE upon what? AE upon CE. Okay? We want to check, are they equal? Is this measure statement right? We want to check AD upon BD equal to AE upon C. How created this? Created by this extra line segment. Okay? Okay, understood? This is our problem. We want to give our proof. For this student, we need some construction. Construction what? Construction. Okay. We should join B to E and C to D. Okay. Now, we should draw the perpendicular on side AB from E. Take the construction. This is the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular from E on side AB. Okay. And perpendicular is EN. Now, I want to draw the perpendicular on the third side also on AC from D. Suppose that this is the perpendicular from vertex D on side AC, and that perpendicular is DM. So double perpendicular drawn by us. Okay, because we want to check the complete side AB. There are two triangles here. One is ADE, another is BDE. On the same side, two triangles. Okay, sides originally is single AB, but there are two triangles. You can check One is ADE, another is BDE. Be serious. Follow me. Okay, look at the board. Okay, so there are two triangles. One is ADE, another is BDE. We need the area. We need the area. So how we can get the area without perpendicular? Because that is the basic thing. If you want to find out the area of the triangle, then you need the base and perpendicular, that is height, that is altitude. Do you know the word? Height, altitude, perpendicular. Height, altitude, perpendicular. Hello? Okay, be careful. Similarly, a student, third side is AC. You can check there are two triangles on this side. One is AED and another is CED. So these are the construction. Now you should write the statement in construction. Join B to E, B to E, C to D, C to D, and draw. EN perpendicular on AB. Very good. EN perpendicular on AB and another DM perpendicular on AC. DM perpendicular on AC, student. Two perpendicular here. One EN perpendicular on AB and DM perpendicular AC. Understood? No problem? Very good. Now come in proof. Come in proof. Oof. Come in proof. Now student, take this first side, AB, 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 and two triangle ADE and BDE. Okay? Now you write area ADE, area ADE upon area BDE, two triangles developed on the same side. Okay? Because side is AB originally. So area ADE upon area BDE. Take the diagram, please. Be conscious. Area ADE upon area BD. We want to find out the ratio of these two areas. Two triangles developed. So we want to check the ratio between these two areas. Okay? So we are writing area AD upon area BD. Check area AD upon area BD. Okay? Now, how we can find the area? That is the matter of surprise. No surprise. We can find the area of the triangle by this formula. Half BH. What? Half BH. Half is half. Don't mind half. Half is half. And B is base. H is the altitude developed by us. So half, a student, for the triangle AD, base will be AD. So you should write here AD and altitude will be what? What is the altitude? Take EN is the altitude. So we should write here EN. Okay. Now 1 upon 2 into, take the triangle BD. Base is BD. Base is BD. and height will be height of this triangle. What? Height of this triangle is En. Okay, because BD is produced directly. BD is produced directly. Okay. This is the obtuse angled triangle. You can develop the obtuse angled triangle yourself. Suppose that this is your obtuse angled triangle. This is the vertex, student, and you want to find out the height of this triangle. So we should produce the base and draw the perpendicular from this vertex. Okay. So what will be the height of triangle BDE? That is En. So we should write here En. Hello. Hello student. Half. That is called हो गया साफ. En. Okay. Has gone already. चला गया. तो क्या बच गया? क्या बच गया बोलो तो? Area ADE upon area BDE equal to AD upon BD. AD upon BD. This is equation first. Okay. Similarly, student, now area. Now check this third side AC. First triangle is AED. Area AED upon area. Now check CED. CED or DEC or ECD. Okay, check my finger. CED. 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 Okay. CED. CED equal to half multiply by same formula. AE is the base and height will be. Now check the altitude. DM मुस्कुरा रहा है. DM upon half multiply. Here base is CE. C multiply same altitude just like obtuse angled triangle. Okay, DM. Now half cancelled, DM cancelled. We should write area AED upon area CD equal to AE upon C. That is the second equation. Okay. This is the first equation. This is the second equation. You want to go. Can you give your proof? According to this statement, mind this statement. AD upon BD equal to AE upon C. We have got these two ratios separately now. Student, this is the first ratio and this is the second ratio. These are two ratios. Student, these are two ratios according to your operational skill, according to your geometrical skill. These are two ratios. But we need the proportion. If two ratios are equal, they are called proportional. Are they equal or not? We need to check geometrically. Okay. Now student, I am erasing this. Now student, according to these two statements, we should think the triangle, about the triangle. Which triangle? ADE, AED, ADE, AED. Okay. ADE, AED, ADE, AED, ADE, ADE vertices are equal. Just like Sohan Kumar and Kumar Sohan, they are equal. If you are writing Soni Kumari and another same student is writing Kumari Soni, no problem at all. So check these two triangles ADE, ADE. Okay, they are equal. Now we should check these two BD and CED. They are different. We should go in BDE, check BDE, this triangle, and CED, this triangle. They are different, but AD and AED, that is the same. Okay, please students check again. That is the serious matter. ADE, AED, okay, they are equal, but BDE and CD, they are different. They are different already, no problem at all. They are different, no confusion, because that is diagram. Now we should think geometrically. Are the areas of these two triangles equal or not? A student recall the statement from standard 9. Two triangles having the same base and lie between the same parallels equal in area. No problem at all. We have proved already. Two triangles having the same base and lie between the same parallels are equal in area. Are equal in area. Two triangles having the same base lie between the same parallels are equal in, क्या कहते हैं? Equal in area. It means a student, we should write the major step. Two triangles having the same base, and lie between, right? Just like doctor, lie between the same parallel. Parallel. Don't mind parallel. Same parallel. Equal in area. Equal in area. Two triangles having the same base lie between the same parallels are equal in area. Okay, student? In this way, we can say what? So that area BDE equal to area CED. Okay. Because these two triangles having the same base D and lie between the same parallel BC parallels to D, you can declare it also. First, you should declare. You can declare what? Triangle BDE and triangle CED having the same base DE and lie between the same parallels BC parallels to DE. Okay, so they are equal in area. Students, if they are equal in area, we can write it equation number 3. That is our third major step. First, second, now third. Okay. Now student, substituting the value of area CED in equation 2. Okay. Okay. Now substituting the value of area CED in equation 2. Substituting the value of area in CED, mind it, CED in equation 2. अब हम लोग 3 का वैल्यू 2 में लगा रहे हैं. We are going to substitute the value of the area CD from equation 3 in equation 2. Okay? Now we should start equation 2 so that area AED, try to understand only area AED upon area CED. Okay, but that is CD. Instead of CD, we should write BDE. Instead of CD, student, take my finger. Instead of CD, we should write now BD, because CD equal to BD. Okay, so area BD equal to, this is given in equation 2, AE upon C. Okay, we will write here AE upon C. Equation number 4. Don't make us our mind. Equation number 4. Okay, how you can get equation number 4? By the help of equation 2 and equation 3. That is the simple. Don't ignore the statement given by your teacher in your class. Okay, don't worry. How you can get equation 4? By the help of equation 2nd and 3rd, you can get equation 4. Okay, understood? Now, student, you have 4 equations. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, you can get easily by the help of formula. 3, you can get the major statement from standard 9. And by the help of 3 and 2, you can get equation 4. Now, student, you have 4 equations. You should think about first and fourth. Okay, take equation 4th and equation 1st. Okay, you can check AD upon BD, AE upon C. They are different. Okay, now AD upon BD, now AED upon BD. Okay, LHS equal, so they are all RHS, no doubt. They are equal. If they are LHS equal, then they are RHS equal. Now, you can give your judgment. What? From equation 1st and 4th. From equation 1st and equation 4. From equation 1st and equation 4. What? What? Area AD upon BD. Area AD upon area. Oh, area AD upon BD, area AD upon BD, they are equal LHS. So there are S equal, AD upon BD equal to AE. Okay, AD upon BD. Okay, take first AD upon BD. Now check fourth, AE upon C. AE upon C. Okay. Hence proved, student. You should write here, hence proved. Okay? It means from today we are confirmed in a triangle if one line drawn by us parallel to the first side of the triangle that will intersect another two sides distinctly, then their intercepts will be proportional. चोर भाग नहीं पाएगा. They are proportional. It means your line intersect another two sides of the triangle because which is parallel, that is parallel proportionally. Understood? And oh, sorry student. In our next class, I will give you a related corollary. A related corollary of BPT. BPT. Okay? Thank you. Nice to meet you.